Alright, this is Park Adventures with Ted, and the trail that we need to walk to is actually down this direction. The best place to park is right here at Mount Baldy. There's these stairs that are over here that you walk up. So we are going to walk towards the trail. Actually, let me show you where the trail is at in comparison to where we are. So we are right here, and the trail that we want to get to is right there. And like I said, we are down here at the blue dots. We got to walk up this road right here and get our move on. So it's kind of a little pre-walk to the walk. We are just across from Saugatuck on the other side. So if you go downtown Saugatuck, you'll be over there. But here we are. So we're going to walk down here to get to the trailhead. Here's a really good view of Saugatuck and everything it has to offer as I'm stepping off the pavement of the road here. So we are continuing on the road and getting to the trailhead of the Crow's Nest Tall Midge. It comes up as both. We'll see what the map says. Whatever the map says, we're going to call that what it is. So should be right up here around the bend. So let's continue on. All right, we're getting close. We're just about rounding the bend. Here comes a vehicle. So we'll let this vehicle get ahead, and then we'll head on up. All right, here we are at the Talmadge Woods Crow's Nest Trail. So here's our information. We are right here. We're gonna walk up one side and down the other. So yeah, I guess there's parking over there. I didn't realize that. Information online isn't the greatest. Really, I talked about a school that's around the bend that looked about the same walking distance of coming up this hill. Definitely a lot of hills. There's no parking at any time. So yeah, you can see a lot of people probably come in like there's a parking spot, like one, like, ooh, we own the spot. But nope, not the case. So whew, you take a little breather here before we get rolling. And I'm gonna go ahead and we'll get walking just a little bit here. So yeah. Trail this way. But like, where does it split off? Because it shows the split right away. So is the split right here? Or is the split over here? And there's more of a split down there. So yeah, we're already in a little debacle here. Well, what's the worst thing? We do inside first and outside last, which I was preferring to do it the other way around. So I guess we will start on this trail at the Talmadge Woods Crow's Nest Trail. Okay. Very nice. So I'm thinking about putting you in the stand of how this goes. So it looks like this trail, sorry to interrupt, looks like that trail just came right here. So is that why it's like not a big deal? Or do we want to take that? Definitely a good workout place, I can tell you that right now. So here we are in the Tall Modge Woods. Crow Nest, basically Saugatuck town. The other side of Saugatuck, near the beach. This is like a peninsula that comes to the point with the Kalamazoo River. Whew, I am still catching my breath. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of beelined it up that road. Didn't realize the grade that it was. I mean, I saw that it was steep, but whew. But we're doing good. Park Adventure Ted likes an adventure. So here we are in the Tall Modge Woods on the crest. Crow's Nest Trail, Saugatuck, Michigan. I think I forgot the proper beginning just because of how we started down at the Mount Baldy trailhead for that. Which, if I haven't the energy after this trail, I might include Mount Baldy. And something new that we're going to start, which I know I haven't really done it yet, is I'm thinking about spot filming just to try it out, get used to it for when I do very long hikes. And we hit the 5-minute mark, so I can't tell if I'm in view because the timer just comes up on the front screen. But I know if I hold it back and just point it in my direction, we're good to go. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and let's get back to the trail here. And let's keep on rolling here. We're going to let you walk with me for just a little bit longer here. And then I might put you on the shoulder. Looks like there's a house over here. I don't know if it's part of that school. I don't know if it's just an individual's house. But yeah. So I guess we're going to walk this direction. Now, AllTrails did not have the greatest map, so I had to download another program, and Wikiloc didn't either. So I had to download another program. Luckily, you still get a lot out of it, with it being free, and that's Onyx Backcountry. So, luckily with Onyx, you can have a block of territory and you can download the offline map, which luckily this was in that block of the offline map, so I didn't have to redo a map, because with the free version you're only allowed one map. So I guess one other thing that we need to talk about is squirrel dogs. How many squirrel dogs are we going to get on this trail? I'm going for 2. We'll see what happens. So let's continue on. We'll make it to this big log up here and then I'm going to turn you off. So like I said, I'm going to practice something. This trail is 1.7 miles. Here's these big logs. I might use it to actually hydrate because it's a very hot day today. With the heat index, real feel, we're at like 97. So what we got going on over here? Looks like a nice little dip to the trail. I don't like that I see a trail over there, and I'm hoping it just rounds about over there. But this woods is definitely amazing. Looking at all of this, and exactly. I mean, what better can you ask for? You really can't ask for anything better than this. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue on the trail after I get a little drink. Walk back to these stumps over here and get a drink, and then we'll continue on. Just see a squirrel dog over there. Just see him. I knew that was gonna happen the minute I turned you off. See the squirrel dog. Squirrel dog number one. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I never put you where I need to put you, so we're gonna try this out together. So let me get this a little loosened. Bear with. All right. So you were on my shoulder right here. I don't like how it bounces a lot. So this is probably a one-time only. So if this is your first video, I definitely apologize. But so here is the inner trail, I'm assuming. Has to be. Ouch. Definitely need to watch out for all of that. So yeah, definitely a warm one, like I mentioned earlier. So we need to be ready for more squirrel dogs. Squirrel dogs don't really work spot filming, so I'm definitely gonna have to decide if the trail is squirrel dog countable, or are we here for more of the walk? Obviously both. Okay. Here's the split. I think this is the split. Yeah. Ah, squirrel dog. See the squirrel dog. See the squirrel dog. I said 2. Should have aimed higher. There he goes. Alright, crow's nest. What does the other sign say? Parking. So I guess they want you to do in then to the out, judging by those signs. Alright, I'm gonna leave you. I have no idea how you are looking. Kind of curious. So we're gonna get you up before like you're too much at the ground or whatever. Oh, you're actually not too bad at all. Probably a little up. Probably a squeak up. See, here you are. Yeah, you're not too bad. You're not too horrible. Definitely have to put some stabilization into the camera. All right. Let's Let's get you tweaked up just a little bit here. All right, we gotta take you off. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Like I said, this is a new contraption that I have. It's either gonna work or it's not gonna work. But I like it's more of a tube. And then I can bring a very small tripod. So I still have a little depth to the length of it. So with all these hills, I haven't perfectly caught my breath. But I don't mind that. I like the workout. More water down the hatch though with how hot it is. Hopefully I brought enough. But that's why I always keep extra in the car for situations like this. I did bring my Noons, which is a hydration enhancer. I am not sponsored by them, but go ahead and check out Noons. I've tried a couple others, not all of them, but a couple others. And so far I really like Noons. And Element. Element I like too. Between both of those I like. Both of those products. Again, not sponsored, but I definitely encourage you to go check them out. All right. You can see with Onyx here that we're coming to the crest of this hill. So almost there. I wonder how horrible AllTrails is because I haven't downloaded an offline map. You know, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not too bad for the service that I have. Okay. So the next thing that I think are going to be on my ordering list is trekking poles. I've heard good and bad. I've heard yes, you definitely need them. I mean, I will definitely agree that it's probably a little much for what we're doing, but I'm sure it could definitely be still attainable and useful on these trails that I do. Might not need it for the whole trail, but definitely trails like this, there's a lot of elevation change. Could probably definitely do. Man, just with how gorgeous these trails are. Need to take a photo here. So it's going to be a long road, but probably in the future I might do a little photo video. I'll try to put more pizzazz into it than just like a slideshow. Haven't quite figured out what I want to do, but definitely need to add these in to the videos, that's for sure. Or something new on YouTube is you can collab with different channels and oh man, just walk through a spider web. You can collab with different channels, so like each channel is helping itself each other out because it shows that you're in collaboration with the other channel. And I do have a photography YouTube channel that I had intentions for, but then it didn't happen. But I use it for firework videos that I have just published another one, seeing that we're past 4th of July. So, and I have one video on there. I have 3 or 4, I think it's 3. But again, I haven't decided what I want to do there yet. I know I need to start definitely adding my photos in to some of these trails. I know I don't get the big camera out a lot, which that's where the good camera, or the better photos can come from. Alright, look at this. So I can see the trail over there. I hear other people. Alright, we're coming up here. We've got to be getting close. Squirrel dog. Squirrel dog. That's number 3 squirrels. Man, it's just amazing. I gotta take another photo. I just love the way this looks. Man, how can you not like this whole action? Alright. Definitely coming up to the rounding corner of this crow's nest trail. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this view. I'll hold you steady a little. You could feel the lake. You could feel some wind. There they are. I see them. They're probably taking the other side. All right. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. Gotta get ready for this view. Holy moly. Look at this. Look at this. Would walk the trail, but I'm not going to. We're going to put you back there. Why? We take in a photo here. Oh man. Alright, we are into the sand. Definitely. Alright. Yeah. Here we go. Another little view here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Heck yeah. Alright, instead of sitting out here, we're going to find a spot in here to kind of take a little chill bone and relax. Looks like here's the perfect spot. So, I'm going to go ahead and hydrate up, get things in order, and we'll be back. Alrighty, we're just done hydrating. Use this nice log to sit on. There's a couple people ahead, so we're going to try to, well, let's get one more view. Let's take a look at the view that you grab if you were to walk this side. This is your view that you get. So, alrighty, let's go ahead and get rolling back. Need to get AllTrails on, along with Onyx. Resume and resume. Alright, I'm sure we'll catch up to these fine folks that are in front of me, but let's keep on walking. Now, I did bring my big camera, but once again it is in the backpack. Because once again I find myself in the hike rather than taking photos. So we will definitely have to figure something out there. With how hot it is today, I was going to do Mount Baldy as well. But I can already tell that this trail unfortunately is enough. So Mount Baldy will probably be a whole separate one. It's very short. But yeah. All right. All right. I think I saw them at the top of the hill here. Definitely catching up to them. All right. I think my pace is a little high. So we're going to slow her down just a hair. I think the sun's in our face. Sand at that. All right. Whew. Definitely a doozy. So we are at 3 squirrel dogs. Okay. Whew. It's kind of hard to spot film when I want to show you the trail. And catching squirrel dogs. Shouldn't really say catching, but spotting. All right. Oh, definitely. I can hear people down on the river. Or I am walking too fast and catching up to these other folks. All right. Definitely a very cool trail, not gonna lie. Yeah, definitely zero wind now that we're well in the trail, away from the breeze of Lake Michigan. So you do get the breeze at that point of return, the roundy, but I feel like they should have a bench over there. At least there's that log. These hot days, you definitely need to pace yourself. Because the last thing you want to do is be out here alone and collapse because of dehydration. So and only when we're on a trail, we gotta take care of the trail. You gotta take care of you yourself. Not gonna lie, I actually drank a lot of water. So I have like one bottle left. And really like two more in the car. I did not noon up. Because I realized how I packed wasn't the greatest. You can just see the river down to the left. You probably just see something pink right about there. Yeah, I think Mount Baldy and a swim will definitely be another day. I'll throw those videos in together. Did unfortunately get off to a late start this evening. So that didn't help it as well. Sometimes things get in the way. You know, this trail is only 1.7 miles that I mentioned earlier. It's hard to believe that we're just barely hitting 6,000 steps. I think I had about 500 walking around the house this morning. But yeah. I have a feeling that we are walking up to the mouth of the separation here. Oh, we took the low ground. So, like I said, right there she is. Well, you know how I feel about like I said, you know how I feel about repeating a lot of stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back to the parking, go ahead and enjoy the rest. We're gonna see what my 50% video. All right, go ahead and enjoy the trail now. I might throw a song in, I might not. So either they're gonna hear me breathing or you're gonna hear a song. But go ahead and enjoy. So there you have it. The Towel Lodge Woods Crow's Nest Trail. So stay tuned, because I'm going to show you Mount Baldy since I parked down in that lot. So don't worry, don't leave yet. More to come. Walking back to the parking lot, got a turkey. Gobble gobble. Gobble gobble. So here's Mount Baldy. And those are the lovely stairs that everyone does. So we're actually over here, parked. Got some drinking fountains. Oh hey, what are you doing? I thought the video's done. It's time to, well, since you're here, it's the end of the video. Remember, it's always good to hydrate. But yeah, see you later. You know the drill. Comment, share, all that good stuff. All right, see you later.